Greetings, lovely citizens from beautiful Orbituary Station. Qutatron here, and this is 4.3.1 PTU. We have a new patch, and I want to cover today everything related to the medical beds, which is very important in this patch. And first, I want to show you something. I just logged in, I outfitted my Cutlass Red, outfitted myself, and I realize that I still have in inventory, under the container tab, 2 containers of Medigel. So I take one. But straight away we know that Medigel will persist between patches in container tab. This is not substance, this is not utility, this is not just like medpen. Medpens didn't persist. I just went to the clinic and I bought a couple of medpens, but Medigel is persisting. Which is great, because Medigel is very, very expensive, of course. 100,000 for one of these containers. First thing I want to check out after new patch, but this is not a full patch for PTU, this is something rather like hotfix. I want to check out if respawning in this medical bed is finally working, because yesterday that was not a thing. So let's test this very quickly. I exit the hangar because I probably can't respawn in the hangar. Okay, power on, open hangar. I will adjust my power. And here we go. To be safe, I probably go to the landing pad underneath the station. Looks like not only I am testing these medical beds. This is Apollo. Let's go to the another landing pad. And here we go. Now, I want to check out if we have a slot for Medigel already. This is, of course, inventory. I just want to place here this Medigel container, if I want. I don't really know if the Medigel will be necessary in the upcoming patch to play and to respawn, so we will see today. But I don't see any additional slot where I could place anything. Let's set regeneration to my Cutlass Red. Confirm. Go out. And the backspace. Yes! Drake Cutlass Red. Ooh, finally. Respawning is working. And straight away, as we see, Medgel's only 100. So one container have 200 units, and if you respawn in your ship, you have 100 units. 100 units here. Let's see the next bed. Second bed have 200 units still. So, overall, without refilling Medigel in my Cutlass Red, I have 4 respawns. And yeah, Medigel canister required. Now I have this prompt. Lovely, so let's try to do it again, and let's try to refill my Cutlass Red. Here we go. And as we see, in this bed I have 0 Medigel units. Let's continue. And now, what is interesting, before I refill my medgel here, I want to check out another thing. Here we have 0 units. Here we have 200 units. So still I have 2 respawns, but in this bed. I don't really know if I need to transfer regeneration point in this second bed, or maybe when I die I will respawn here, or if I die again I will respawn here instead of here, because I adjusted my spawn point in this bed, not in this bed. So let's test this. If I respawn in Obituary, it will be necessary to switch beds between respawns if you don't have Medigel in your ship. So let's do it. Let's go outside again and let's die again. Okay, not enough medgel remaining. So I am respawning in Obituary Clinic. Good to know. So we need to switch between different medbeds. Now I try to find my Cutlass Red on the landing pad, and I try to change the medbed, the respawn point, and try again. We will see if this is working, because if not, it's not really good thing. So we will see each other in the moment on the landing pad. Okay, here we go. Let's go inside. Now, let's set my regeneration spawn point here. Transfer imprint, confirm. As we seen, one more time, to be 100% clear, in this bed I have still 200 units of medgel. And bye-bye. Yes, I am respawning in Cutlass Red. And as we see in this bed we have 100 units of medgel. Let's access this storage. I take medgel canister to my hands. I go here and insert medgel canister. And straight away I have 200 medgel units again in my Cutlass Red. Now let's check out if this bed will be working. Regeneration, transfer imprint, confirm. Let's try to do it again. I need to be 100% sure if this is working after refilling. Alright. I respawned and looks like I am in the right bed. So, as we see, respawning is working, refilling is working, and looks like we have 4 respawns in Cutlass Red because of 2 tier 3 beds. So in Pisces we will have only 2 respawns, in Terrapin 4 because there is tier 2 bed, and in Apollo we will have shit ton of respawns. At least before refilling. 1 canister of Medigel costs 100,000 credits, so 1 respawn costs 50,000 credits. But let's see if we really need to pay money for the Medigel. I return to my hangar, I will claim this ship, wait a little bit, and retrieve Cutlass Red from my hangar, and we will see if my med gel will be refilled, because this is very important. Alright, here we go. Let's claim it. And I need to wait 5 minutes before I expedite this. So, we will see each other in the moment. Now I can claim my Cutlass Red, retrieve it, and here she is. Let's go inside and let's check out my medbeds. And yes, 200 units and 200 units as well. Now I want to answer on two extremely important questions. Because I seen some comments about death of the medical ships in 4.3.1. As we see, medical beds are quite okay, because even if you don't want to pay so much money for medgel, you can just claim your ship and you are okay. And second question, what's the point of medical gel if we just want to claim our ships without almost any consequences? Aside of the time, of course. So this is very simple. Previously, we could go somewhere in our medical ship and respawn again and again and again, and that was pretty annoying, especially in PvP. We had infinite free respawns. Now, if I respawn 4 times in my Cutlass Red, I need to medgel to refill these stations, so I am losing a couple of seconds to do it. I can't respawn immediately and return to the battle, or I need to respawn in the station and claim my ship. So, I don't have infinite respawns anymore. Medgel mechanic will significantly reduce the so-called Zerg rush, especially in very small and harder to find vehicles like Ursa or like Pisces. If you have Apollo, this is a little bit different, because Apollo can have 16 respawns. If, of course, you have 2 modules with 2 tier 2 beds in each of the module. This is maximum amount of respawns in Apollo. So, to be honest, this is a little bit of pay to win. But in other hand, Apollo is so huge and so easy to find and destroy, so this is not a big problem. If you have big orc fight, you just want to destroy in the first place Apollos and maybe capital ships, because capital ships have better medbeds and can transport almost countless amount of Ursa rovers. So this is your primary targets. In PvP, of course. But still, this is much harder to do than before, because we just needed only 1 bed, even tier 3 bed, and we had infinite amount of respawns. Now amount of respawns isn't infinite, so in my opinion this is very good change to the game, very good balance. And still, medical ships are not dead. Maybe I am a bit bitter to expect a really good balance, but If the respawn mechanic remains the same as in the current PTU patch, I will consider it a very good change. So if you have your Cutlass Reds, Medipins and Pisces Rescue, Ursa Rovers and so on and so forth, don't melt it. It will be still very useful in upcoming patch, and it will be very useful in my new Zero to Hero series I am planning in the next patch, because I will use the new medical mechanics to spice a little bit my gameplay, and I will try to respawn exclusively in the medical ships. And I will force myself to use Medigel to refill all of these beds. So this will be pretty interesting gameplay. So please subscribe, push the bell icon to be up to date with upcoming videos. I feel that this patch will go live at Friday. Maybe I am wrong. Please tell me in the comment if I am wrong in your opinion. But if it's a case, probably at this weekend, first episode will drop. And that's everything for today. Please tell me in the comment what do you think about new medical mechanics, what do you think about all of these changes. Will you actually use Medigel or will you just reclaim your ship? And if you want to help this channel to be better and better, please check out a pinned comment or links in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye bye.